This is a sauce right here.
I'm the only one you need. You need.
So the first big production suite of 2024 is here. I'm super excited about this. I've had a lot of discussion lately with industry guys who pretty much make their entire careers out of getting placements, you know, sending out samples and stuff and doing it that way. And it's kind of funny, man. A lot of people think that the way we're doing Cymatics is dumb. They're like,
dude, why are you giving away all these samples when each one of these can be placements?
I mean, our stuff's been used by Drake, Bad Bunny, Lil Uzi Vert, Future. I mean, it comes up over and over again. But to be honest with you, I think it's cooler to provide like sick production resources, and I'm just pumped to show you guys this next one because honestly, this shit is unreal. I'm gonna be cooking up a couple tracks and just showing you guys the power of our new production suite, Equinox. So the first one is the synth collection. So this entire set of melodies here was inspired by like Mike Dean, Travis Scott style. And really what we wanted to do was all of our producers essentially did this stuff with real hardware analog gears. And it just has a certain authentic sound that really gives it that vibe. But the cool part is that every single melody was tracked out in a way where you have stems to everything. So right here, you instantly have access to a lot of high quality layers to just take this into whatever direction you want. Okay, let's like pitch it around a little bit, see what else we can get. Oh, real quick, before I move on, you also get the MIDI. I think that's very important to really have full creative control on like how you want to take the melody. MIDI, we're gonna go here, and we went up 3. See, just with the MIDI right there, as you can see, I can instantly take any of these sounds and create like a variation of it or take it in a completely different direction. Oh yeah, we are giving away a Equinox secret expansion that has a bunch of secret sounds in it. I'm excited for you to play with it. It's actually a part of the product we're gonna give you for free. There's a link under this video, but there's a secret code to it. So just watch this video to get the secret code and then you'll go get that part of Equinox for free. Let's get back to the video. Just to go a little crazier, I'm actually gonna take a one shot from one of our one shot libraries and make another version. Like that one. Faster. All right, as you can see, I can take a simple melody loop like that, use it as an inspiration sort and start building it and flipping it because honestly, you can really do a lot with samples these days with different plugins and techniques. So let's keep diving into this pack. So one of the reasons that this pack is busted is, first off, the vocal collection is fucking crazy.
Give me everything good.
I like that one, just be up 2.
Everything good to me.
As you can see, the vocal collection actually has a ton of vocals just like this one. You can get so many different tonalities, you can re-chop them. Small side note, dude, these little catchy fucking vocals are popping off on TikTok all over the place. We spend a lot of time sourcing the original material, getting a bunch of different vocalists to work with us, and then our producers go in, chop it up, make it sound a little more processed in this cool, like almost like old school Kanye style sometimes R&B-ish. Equinox actually has a sick bass collection as well, so we're gonna dive into some of the 808s and find something that really works for this track. I already like Drilla, so let's try that one. Workflow wise, I love the hi-hat collection that's included. Let's just dive right in. The great thing about Equinox is it has a lot of really good one-shots. So we'll dive in and start building out the full drums with the one-shots. One of the cool parts about the melody layers is you always want to jump back and forth and retest old layers. So I'm gonna actually retest this respace, see how it sounds. As you can see right there, we can flip those synths into kind of a cool beat here. You can take this more in the hip-hop-y direction. You can pull it into something more EDM-y. But I want to keep diving into more stuff to show you guys how much potential this pack has. Next, let me show you guys some of the ambient stuff in here that if you guys are trying to create something for a really good singer, somebody maybe a little bit more moody, even like potentially R&B, these are really fucking fire. I'll dive into some of the vintage stuff as well. So something I would do with something like this is I would go to the stems, and I actually don't want everything per se. Probably cut the percussion. I'm gonna cut that noise. I'm gonna actually bring in my own FX from this pack called Life we have. I'm gonna bring in an Ocean instead. Maybe go up just a little bit. I was gonna change the tempo. One cool thing you can do is you can actually grab layers from other loops and kind of start to mix and match them to get cool different tones. So I'm actually gonna go to the R&B folder and try to see if I can find a cool vocal.
Did you find a way?
First click. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you find a way? Did you find a way?
Let me get some delay on that.
Did you find a way? Did you find a way?
One cool collection we have that's included here is called Ripple. And what we did was we actually processed a bunch of percussion sounds with unique reverbs on it. And it's just great to drag and drop into your song to give it, just to create a nice atmosphere with a very slow hitting percussion is the way I like to use it. Something kind of like that, very subtle.
Did you find a way? Did you find a way?
We also have some sick percussion in this folder, so let me just play around, see if I can get something to hit. Maybe that.
Did you find a way? Did you find a way?
Here, as I wrap this up, one thing I would use for this is I would actually use maybe a drum stem layer. So we actually have a drum loop collection as well, but if I go into something like Boom Bat. Okay, so that one here, this digital drum loop, I would grab it and I just want the kick layer because I think it sounds really nice. And so that way I can get that groovy kick. I don't have to play it in per se, or I don't have to click it in. I can just grab that stem layer that has that feeling I'm going for, that swing.
Did you find a way? Did you find a way? Did you find a way?
Maybe a riser.
Did you find a way?
And as you can see, a lot of it is about taste and what you want to do. And you have to have that idea in your head, or you have to hear it and be able to translate it. I think nowadays one of the beautiful parts of production is you can choose to make music however you'd like. And when you have a pack like this, you can go in 1,000 different directions, especially if you're good at sampling or you spend a lot of time messing around with samples. You can push your production in ways that you couldn't before. Now you don't have to become an expert at R&B. You can just actually modify a bunch of R&B samples. So I think that for a lot of you guys trying to discover a new sound, like just diving into a pack like Equinox is going to give you so much possibility. So Equinox is dropping January 4th on Thursday at 2 p.m. EST. The thing is, one of the most valuable parts about these production suites is that we only release 1,000 licenses. You gotta think, there are millions of producers in the Cymatics community that download our samples, but being one of those exclusive 1,000 people who can really create cool stuff with this, flip it 100 different ways, and not to mention have that advantage whether you're releasing music or sending out your music for sync or beat placements, you're gonna have a little secret weapon, a creative suite of different melodies and sounds and samples samples that's gonna help you make a lot of music. And if you guys are trying to make moves in 2024, I'm excited for you guys to get your hands on this. I would highly recommend getting on the wait list. This gives you a 1 hour head start over the public release, so if you wanna guarantee a copy, I highly suggest doing that. So the code to get this secret expansion is 333. So just use that code on the page to unlock it, and then you can download the Equinox secret expansion 100% for free. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to get the secret expansion.